Hello everybody and welcome back. I'm Will Dragon and this is Timberborn. We are on New Dam. We're coming towards the end of this this playthrough, which is all going to work out beautifully because the update 7 goes to Stable Branch on May 8th. That's what are we on now? Hang on, I'm staring at a calendar. 2 weeks away. Give or take 2 weeks, 2 days. Something along those lines. And so we are here and we are trying to finish off Mount Pleasure, the fun theme park island, or mountain, I should say. It's not actually an island. So let's go ahead and press full speed ahead, because, well, I've not really ever worried about anything on this playthrough anymore. Things are going swimmingly. Talking about swimmingly, we don't have any of those swimming pools. That is something we do need to get. Let's go and detonate this. This is going to be where I have one of my tubeway stations. That's going to come into here. We are currently setting that up to here. Now, I was thinking, how do I build this? But then, I do go and forget. Now, of course, hang on. I do also need to... Oh, that tubeway station could actually be kind of difficult. Because I will need to get the tubeway overhanging above it. And tubeways cannot go through these overhangs or the metal squares, etc. So I do need to figure that out slightly. That is actually very annoying. Highly annoying, actually. Because whatever I do, I can't basically make a straight line and then just suddenly go down, because I can't put an overhang on top of where the station is, and if I start behind the station, I then can't go down. If you get what I'm trying to say, folks. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to actually slightly rethink this one. I think I might just shift it over, basically. What I'm actually gonna go and do, I know I've just gone and made this beautiful outcropping, basically. But, yeah, we're just gonna take a slight lateral shift. And so we'll put it here. The tube can go up into the side. And so on that, we shall simply build straight up. And with this now here, because we've somehow managed to build that from, I guess we got just below it, I will actually now be able to build this whole thing, which is fantastic. And then, so what we're going to go and do, let's go and put in a tubeway. Let's go and put that as priority build, and I'm going to do the rest for this. Because that should actually make this a little bit quicker. Because we should have slightly faster access. At the moment we're coming to this tube station and running out of here. Which isn't too bad, to be honest. But if we can change that for us to come into here, then it should be even faster. And of course, we've got so many builders now that they are simply overlapping and continuing to build up here anyway. And so what I needed to make sure I did was actually block this off. Hang on, this is where layering gets fun. So we have, this is a secure little, yep, nice and secure all the way around. What I need to do is, what do I need to do? Well, that's a set of stairs to nowhere. So I can go ahead and get rid of that. I'm just going to go and destroy that rubble. We don't have storage space for it at this point. Might do a little bit later, but we don't at this point. And so then what I'm going to go and do is... build some more blocks. You go, yeah, we should be able to come around here as well eventually. Let's just build a path to make sure there's not a distancing problem. Hopefully no beavers get stuck in the making of this production. Oh, there you go. I think there was potentially a slight distance problem. What I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that set of stairs. And let's come in and finish this up. This is where things get fun. See if I can do this properly. No, one up. And that should block that off. That should, in essence, open that up. So, and of course, we've got the basement to keep building. Did forget about that. Let's not forget about the basement. We'll eventually have that done. Let's stay here and... Yep. Just add a couple more pieces whilst we potentially can today, so to say. Today, I mean Beaver Day. So I got a couple more pieces down there. We are building all of this up here. That should stop any form of pathing restrictions. We're going to come this way. Now, what I think I'm going to do is I think I'm going to build another small reservoir on this side, just so I've got a second reservoir. But I don't think it's going to have an output. So I think it's purely going to be for input surface. Input purposes. That's the word. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm going to go and put that by there so that we have a bit of better access, because then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go and destroy this access. Again, I'm deleting things a little bit slow there. Because the output, there you go, yeah, that's where the output is, so we need to... No storage space for planks. We did have some storage space for logs, obviously. Which means what I'm actually going to go and do, because we've got a lot of planks to pick up, I am going to go and daringly pause that. Let's, yeah, we've still got one on the layer below. So we'll go and daringly pause the one on top. Most of the point, we'll also get around to unpausing all of these, because we don't actually need to top up our water, but why not? Let's come all the way back down to the basement. Let's unpause. Get these tubeways back in. There you go. Well, I've made it all the way to this side. I'm not going to go and destroy these this dynamite yet, because it means we'll start flooding this with bad water if the opportunity arises. And I'd rather not do that. Okay, we've hit nighttime, so we'll leave them to blow those up in the morning. And let's come up here and keep building. And so what we want to do is... we need to... That's how big the upper area needs to be. Put that there. That allows me to square that off. Allows me to square that off. And of course I want it to be the same size, because otherwise... oh no, wait, I should... Oh wait, hang on, I'm not actually... it's okay, I'll figure something out. Let's... Yeah, I'm not really doing this properly. Hang on. I'm gonna have to... Oh, wait, I don't want to destroy the sluice. Let's undo this a second. I'm doing this all wrong. I've actually got the sluice one higher, I think. We can unpause now. Right, no I haven't. It's just after this one I do an immediate drop down. At least I think I do. Yes, I do. That would be why. Means it's now this may even end up deleting more than I'm prepared to delete. Let's go 2 down. 1 down, 2 down. How do we feel about all of this? Let's go 1 down. Guys should not in fact exist. Guys should exist. Now let's see what you guys do. Let's go back down to the basement. And... beautiful. So we've gone all the way one way. Now we just have to keep coming this way. Go back up to the top level. Have we managed to... Okay, we're still building this. That's all good. We should get there. We've just built this, but oh, we've managed to build this as well. How did... we're building from the other side, of course. So as soon as this one got built, we were able to build this one. Now we're building from both sides. We'll meet them in the middle. Absolutely fantastic. Come back down to our basement. Placing our tube right here. And then, right, we'll let them... Hang on, I'm going to destroy this. I don't know what destroying that will actually delete, to be honest with you, in the long run. So I kind of needed to do that. And so then what I'm going to do is... that one. And it's very, very much not the same size. Is that gonna affect me? Here's the big question. Honestly, I feel like most of this game is coming up with ridiculous plans and then making them work whilst not destroying your own OCD. Too far from a building district. Oh, there's a pathing problem. There you go, that'll help. I mean, it is going to be much, much smaller. But it really is our problem. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4. This starts sooner. 1, 2, and it's only 3. I suppose technically you could argue it's 4, but... Because we don't have... I built a metal platform on this side. That'll be why. Plus, no, we don't really have as much ports on this side. I'm going to run with it. I'm going to run with it. we need is some of that. Then that. What I'm actually going to go do, I'm going to delete that so people can't get stuck. And instead, we'll have a set of stairs that will, I might actually just come down there. And back into the basement. Keep taking that one along whilst everything else continues to build. Beautiful. Our faster tubeway access is now open. Go ahead and put that there for when I start going that side again. And I'm going to just remove that for now. Oh, they're not going to be able to reach this rubble. No, they're not going to be able to reach this rubble. So, I may as well just straight up disappear. Oh, can they reach rubble from above? Ah, maybe they can. We'll leave that for a second. My number of planks are actually fluctuating and going down a smidge. So that's going to be that jolly benefit. And if we, again, keep popping down into the basement. Only, what's that? 20 more tunnel pieces to build? Alright, we've started a drought. We should be able to, yeah, keep getting things built. So we're going to have this area, we're going to have this area, we're going to have this area. We've got the small area here, and we'll have another very small area here, which we might just decorate as opposed to actually put to any actual use. And so I kind of want to get a small area just coming off here as well. Let's go ahead and delete that as well. Let's start tidying up after ourselves. And so I'm going to kind of measure out where I want this. Hang on, let's remember. Whilst I'm in the right same. Hey, I didn't put you on priority. That's why. So it's kind of going to central. Yeah, on about there. That looks about right. Maybe one up? Yeah, maybe one up. I don't want to go too close to my food platform. I still want there to be a little bit of separation. So about there, I think. So coming off this one. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use a levee. Then we'll use platform. And I'm curious, have I managed to perfectly level this off with this? Because it was a plan to have a tubeway coming all the way along here. Now, I may in fact sink it down and then bury it or something, but I think I've perfectly... Really hard to tell, but I may have perfectly hit the right level. I might be one lower, except it's very difficult to tell. I feel like I may also have perfectly made... I thought that was built then. No, it's just showing up in grey. I was like, wow, that's insane. You guys build things so fast. And let's, of course, keep building the pathway. So that they can keep building me my tunnel. And so, right, we've built a decent bit of the superstructure. We are definitely getting into the superstructure. I wish there was a way to tell them... I honestly wish there was a way to tell them to keep building this without me having to come to the basement. There you go. I got 2 pieces put down today. And... no storage space. So we're still kind of not really using storage space for planks. We are eventually probably going to be short on planks. That's how ridiculous it's going to turn around. Let's pause these 3. They're unnecessary whilst we're in a drought. Our water is all maxed out. So yes, we're going to build this into a kind of platform down here. I think that's going to drive me insane by the end, but I'm going to try and ignore it. I'm just going to try and ignore it. And so what we want, what I would love on this front platform is 100% some exercise plazas. Oh, or is it just going to be one? One serve me? Ooh, now there's a question. I mean, if I wanted to get two, I could get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, yeah, it's 5 across. So I technically have 6 if I can somehow manage to square this out. Don't know if I can, though. In fact, no, I'm pretty sure I can't. Pretty sure I can't. Yeah, I can't go any further across than this. I didn't think so. I could square this out a little bit. Not really. Of course, I could put a beautiful exercise plaza here. That wouldn't be a problem, although, but then I would also want to put one here, and I'm definitely not going to build this big enough. That would be a slight problem. I am going to... Very much so. Square that off. I mean, obviously I can do this properly, shall we? That one will take a little bit longer to build, but when they get to the second one, they'll be alright. Can I go and make it... Okay, I can't do that one corner block. We'll see how that makes me feel. This has been built and is ready to get covered in dirt. This is undoubtedly ready for the next piece in the puzzle. Some of that they'll be able to build from up above. So then how does that make me feel about my exercise plaza now? Oh, it's still a little bit close. I mean, this has a nice gap which I can go and use. This would give me in essence the same gap, but because I'm going to be one dirt piece short, the non-symmetricalness would probably bug me. And now I can go and solve this, I think, because if I just take out this corner, and we'll call this a simple feature piece, then that's the excuse I'm going to go and use for not being able to reach this last corner. Go and put that pathing in there a little bit to make sure we can reach. And then, of course, we do, of course, need tubeway access as well. There you go. Make these roughly the same size, slightly different design, but they're now roughly the same size. All right. So let's work on access, I think, next. So I think... Hang on, whilst I can take a breather, basically, and use this as an excuse to step away for a second. Probably shouldn't need to give that priority, but we still will anyway. As I've actually got nothing else to build at this point. So, right, access. Ideally, what we need is better access on all points. So we've got access to the general area, and like I said, we will have stuff sprawled down here. And then we need general access up top. which point... Rather not have so many stairs. Now I could... I could attempt to build something in here which would get me halfway up, but I just kind of don't like this long set of stairs, if I'm honest. Where do I hide... Where do I hide my transit station in the mountain? Because that's the big thing. I want to kind of hide it and make it look like I don't like this either. Although that's not too bad, to be honest, but I still don't quite like it. Want to kind of... try and hide something in here. Like I said, that also doesn't get rid of this set of stairs for me, but I don't really want a tube station up top either. Although I suppose that might just have to happen. Can I... Well, I could build one out that way. Yep, I think I'll go and do that. Then let's get me a transit tubeway station, and of course we're one block off. Can I get another block? No, I can't get another block behind there. That's highly annoying. Let us... I've rang the engineers and I have told them we have a small problem. The maths just doesn't quite work out. Right, that's just highly annoying mostly. What I think we can do, which I'm hoping we can build from underneath, because you can't build through dirt, is... Right, what I want... I want one more block there. I've reached out from underneath? I don't think I can. Because that will, in essence, then allow me to build another dirt block by here, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I got it. Beautiful. Yes. That allows me to build a dirt block there. And we can go ahead and plug this one in. And let's just go and path that up. And then let's... delete all these stairs. Because we now have access to the top. Right, go back into the basement. Let's place another piece of tubeway. So that we are at least close to having this done by the time we're finished playing around up here. And so, we want to... let's remove that bit of pathing. That bit of pathing for now as well. We want to... we come to our well-being... throw out. I'm going to put it towards the back. Yep, happy to do that. There goes the first wellbeing plaza, because before I put it in this side, I'm going to put 2 pieces of dirt in there. Then we can have another exercise plaza come up on this side. And I'm just going to plug this up to begin with, because we may as well get it online whilst we continue to build the rest of the mountain. But you up to maximum priority. That'll probably be all we get done today. My timing. Oh, hey, look! We've got one kit in there. Exercising away. Okay, we didn't quite around to that. Now they all go. There goes some exercise, so our happiness should start to go up a little bit faster very soon. And of course, we are going to need to get power to this mountain. So that is something we are very much going to have to attempt to plug in. It's going to be interesting, to say the least. Yes, because something I would love is my wind tunnel right here. That means I'm going to need to get power into it. Now, powers don't go through platforms, so I kind of almost can't. I can do it from the bottom. I have to go into one of the corners. But I don't know how I would attempt to do this discreetly. Because I'm pretty sure power can't go through a platform. I discovered that whilst building this. Power doesn't go through the bottom of a platform. Storage space available? Really? I am going to, for a very short minute... What was that guy? So that we can actually come and pick up some of our planks left around everywhere. Let's of course go down to the basement. Let's come back up. Look at it. Look at them all. All of our beavers keeping fit. They're star jumps. And they're stretching. Bit more pathing. Oh well, we may as well go and remove that. Move. More pathing. But no, so we need to get up to here. Also, yes, I would like to have something coming in for here as well. How would I like... What I think we're going to do... I've got too much stuff in my own way now. So what I would like is there does need to be... platform for this. Now it's going to have to come up to this level because we're going to fill this up full of water, hopefully. And here... If I go down into the basement and delay... I'm going to... that in there. If I come up to here and... I need / want to have it on this level, which I'm going to struggle to fit. Going to have to come in on this level. Which, why does that look like it's not been built on properly? Which... Yes. I think it will fit. Gonna have to go pretty much directly below this one. And... slightly one over. And the non-symmetry is going to kill me. It is going to absolutely kill me, I think. But, let's see what we can do. Right, I want to... kind of going to fill in this mountain a little bit. No, I'm going too far back with all of that, yes. still one down. So what I need is... I believe that's where I need it. What I also need... somewhere for the path to come off. Then, and I'm going to go and quickly actually pause things now so I can figure this part out. So if my tubeway... would be better one to the right. Or one to the whatever direction I was just facing. And that... oh yeah, that's where I wanted it anyway, to be honest. Try that again. One further back. I can't go one further back. Okay, exactly where I was. And then once again... consulted the mathematicians. It didn't quite work out. And... go and plug that in right there. Alright. And for better or worse... I'm going to delete this now. And let's pop down to the basement. And let's put in our next piece of tubeway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8! 8 more things! 8 more bits of tunnel to build. Construction is waiting for the thing behind it. I didn't realize there was a thing behind it. Oh, underneath it? Below to finish. Ah, that'll be why. Yes, maybe I shouldn't have destroyed this because I think I need to use it to get access. Although I've also just gone and built everything the wrong way around, I think. Just... we know roughly what we're doing. Oh, that piece will get rid of that piece. Okay, that will actually allow us to build a bit more. What if I was to... those two went in a different direction? So... can't go and build this piece out here unless I stick that in. Too far, and can he be reached? And what's holding everything up? I know what'll solve that problem. Let's in here. And let's chuck that in there. This should be allowing me to build. Should be allowing me to build in there now. I don't quite know why it's not. It should definitely be close enough. We'll wait for that to be built. It should be getting built very shortly now. We'll come down here and build another tubeway. Put that a high priority. In fact, let's go back down. Let's get 2 tubeways built this on this glorious beaver day. Go 2 pieces of tubeway. Priority again. And so how are we looking? Oh, we can definitely go and build our tubeway. Question is, though, can we? Yeah, we can put a piece of dirt in there. Thank you very much. And then, of course, our tubeway station. And that will give us access to that as well. Absolutely beautiful. So we've got 14 days of drought, which is where I want to get my underground tubeway finished within 14 days. And so after that point, we'll continue to see what we can do. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you watching us as episodes on YouTube after the fact, and that's unfortunately all we have time for. For the those of you watching us live on the stream, it will continue. But for those of you watching us as the episodes, as I said, this is the end of the episode. Thank you all very much for joining us. I hope you will continue to join us as we can finish off our glorious, glorious mountain retreat. I'm going to call it a mountain retreat. And so with that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for joining us. I hope you have enjoyed it. And until we see you again, I hope that you will stay safe, happy, and healthy.